Hi guys, Helen the Russian here. Totally by accident, I came across a very interesting video on YouTube by a person named Krissychula, judging from her handle. She has a lot of followers, there are a lot of likes of her videos, good on her. It's just popped up on my feed because it was titled Dear Uber Driver. And being a rideshare driver, and been in customer service most of my life, I do actually listen to the passenger videos because I want to know where we can improve. Because sometimes, honestly and objectively, there are things we don't even realize we might be doing that passengers may not like or they upset them. So it's all good. So I've listened carefully. Krissy, thank you so much for your input. Greatly appreciate it. And as you can see, I took copious notes and I thought maybe I should offer my reply. Now, guys, before you listen to this video, you got to look at the link first. Please do. Look at the link and then you'll understand why I am responding the way I am. This is not random and it's a bit of a piss take anyhow. And as Krissy said at the very end of her video, if you don't like this, it's too bad. And she does cuss a lot, I have to say, quite a bit. So she uses a lot of those words. She goes, it's too bad, don't care, go throw rocks, have a blessed day. All good. So take it in exactly same vein. So Krissy makes a big point from the beginning. I do not want to talk to you. I'm assuming Uber drivers attempting to force this conversation on her. Fantastic. Krissy, I have some news for you. We actually don't want to talk to you or passengers in general either. We're quite happy to drive quietly from point A to point B. Unfortunately, a lot of passengers, they perceive that as being rude. They give you low rating and they say that the person was rude or didn't communicate or whatnot. And so oftentimes we start at least a little conversation just to avoid that comment. But generally, I'm very much with you. It's not rude, it's perfectly fine. Rideshare is the transportation meant to get you from point A to point B. We do not get paid much for it. Here in Las Vegas, average fare to us, what we get, between $3 to $6. And that's not counting our gas and maintenance. Entertainment is not part of our job description. Not my job to entertain you. Alright? Thanks, mate. Point 2. She mentions, Krissy does, some questions that's been asked. And she says, people ask how long have I worked, where I work, blah, blah. And she goes, it's none of your business. Lots of cuss words in there. Insert those. Well, guess what? People get in my car and almost immediately, 95% of the time, so how long you been driving for Uber? Does it really matter? Does it? I've driven a car. I had a driver's license for 30 years and I lived in Las Vegas for 23. Does it matter how long I've been driving for Uber? Is it 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, or 1 year? Does it make a difference? No. It's also none of your business. It doesn't affect you. Look at me. Do I look like I got my driver's license yesterday? Nah. Alright, so we're on the same page on that, Krissy. Awesome, girl. Moving on. She says, if I tell you where to turn and I know where I live and you turn right there, that's fantastic. I do. Oftentimes, I follow directions that the passenger give me, because they do know where they live and they know the shortcut. And granted, especially Uber app sometimes tends you to take you longer way, or it puts you at the back of destinations. Very true. I agree with you on that, Krissy. But let me put a caveat to that. When you tell me to drop my navigation completely and start telling me to turn here, to turn there, you best know how to do it all the way and do it in advance. Don't tell me when I'm approaching the intersection in the middle lane, don't tell me I need to turn left or right now. It's too late. And don't tell me to make first turn and then not know where to go next. Best know the entire route by heart. And then I agree with you. Definitely good idea, and everybody should follow that valuable piece of advice from you. Number 3, Krissy says, if you do not know how to read or operate a GPS, you shouldn't be an Uber driver. Well, see, that kind of comes into conflict with the previous point that you made, because I do know how to operate the GPS, we all do, and we follow exactly what the GPS says. Right when over my shoulder you go, no, turn left. Well, it's fine, and we just talked previously how I will follow your lead, but then GPS goes poof. I'm not following anymore. It's not because I don't know how, it's because you just told me not to, right? Okay, now Krissy goes, if you do not know how to operate your phone, how to text, how to answer your calls, you shouldn't be an Uber driver. Well, Krissy, thank you. I do know how to operate the phone. I have a very nice phone, 2 of them as a matter of fact, both latest models. However, it's important the passenger knows how to operate their phone and more importantly, how to use Uber app. If you dropped a pin somewhere, then you need to be on a goddamn pin, just like you said, because that's where I'm gonna be at. You don't need to text me and tell me you are half a mile away from the pin, or behind the building of that pin, or 2 blocks down from that pin. You need to be on the pin. And you certainly know where you dropped the pin because app shows you exactly where you done it. Okay? And then if for some reason I accept that passengers tell me sometimes they try to drop it where they need it to be and it wouldn't let them, I guess in Las Vegas a lot of places are close together, it happens, then and only then you need to call me or text me and tell me specific location, preferably with landmark, because putting down 6880 Southeastern Street tells me nothing. It's nothing but commercial buildings all along. Many of them don't have numbers. Tell me I'm at in front of such and such bar. I'm in front of such and such store. I'm right at the front door of this name doctor's office, and be in front there. The app asks you, are you ready when you request a ride? Well, ready means you standing at the front of your pickup on the pin that you dropped. All right? Are we cool? All good. Fantastic. Moving on. Well, what does she say? Oh, she is here talking about if Uber drivers don't like people, don't like to drive, they don't need to be working in this industry, they just, trying to make some money. True observation actually. If someone absolutely hates people and doesn't enjoy driving, yeah, this job is not for them. It's very much customer service oriented job. Agree with that, Krissy, but that's just the thing though. It's a mutual courtesy job. Yes, we do it for money, but we do it at our own free will, meaning it's a choice. We may very well choose not to do it. And if all the drivers out there choose not to do it, guess what? You're gonna be without cheap ride. You're back on that bus. Or you're back with the taxi, paying 3, 4, 5 times, sometimes 10 times what you would pay on Uber or Lyft. So let's show mutual respect. Mutual respect. No one in the position of being subservient to the other. Driver is not doing passenger any favor by picking them up. Passenger not doing driver any favor by requesting a ride. That's why it's called ride share. It's a mutual thing. Be respectful. If you're respectful, you're gonna get the same in return. And no, I don't want to get your attitude either. I don't get paid enough for that. Don't be standing in there huffing and puffing before you even got in the car with the attitude that I'm your servant because I'm gonna get that $3.75 from your ride. No, that's not gonna go far. And if you give me that, you're gonna get exactly same in return. And don't you threaten me with low star rating, because things have changed, Krissy. I'm gonna call Uber and I'm gonna call Lyft and I'm gonna keep talking to them until you are either deactivated permanently or given a warning, because we are not supposed to put up with abuse of any kind. Yeah? Yeah, are we okay with that, Krissy? Krissy asks us to act like you have sense. Definitely, everybody should. Two-way highway there, Krissy. Act like you have some sense. That viral video that went on YouTube with the passenger screaming and hollering like a mad woman at that poor driver, look it up. Look it up. A Ride from Hell, I think it's called. Yeah, that woman absolutely took complete leave of her senses. Yeah, don't be like that, Krissy. Yeah, no, wait, it's not gonna go well. And Krissy finishes with the fact that I don't have time for your attitude. Fantastic. Neither do I. Okay? Are we all good? And once again, if you don't like anything that's been said on this video, well, that's just too bad. Turn off the channel, go throw rocks, and have a blessed day.